Bro, the way Nagi and Raito are getting it handed to them right now.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
And peering closer into Nagi's mind, for me, it's still not looking good. This guy is really about to get packed up and locked off. Actually, I wonder how he'd feel about that. He'd probably be okay with it, to be honest, being the unbothered lazy genius that he is. Anyways, before we jump into the chapter, please do me a favor guys. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And comment down below. Lock off if you think that Nagi or Raito are about to lock off. And if you think that they're both safe, comment down below, lock in. I'm trying to see something. Okay, so for those of you who don't already know, I'm your boy Raito 6. And this is BLUELOCK chapter 296, Ecstatic Experience. The big screen shows Isagi's celebration as he's announced the joint #1 player. And this is where we see Uber's players in the Italian wing monitor room. Pretty much everyone's shocked, but in a positive way. And then you have Barou, who simply says calmly, just what I expect from the #1. Remember, Isagi is the one Barou's chasing, not even Rin. It really seems Barou couldn't care less about him. We then go on to see a bunch of BLUELOCK TV subscribers cheering with joy and shock at the #1's announcement. I don't think we're quite deep just how popular Isagi is in the outside world now. I mean, the only reason he was subbed on in the first match against Barcha was cause of fan service. He's pretty much a celebrity now, right? Isagi's taking it all in. This feeling's too damn good. He says as he embraces the feeling at the top of the summit. I endured all of it and adapted and perfectly crushed them with logic. This hunger only I could feel turned into this pleasure for me. The puzzle pieces of those he had to overcome start falling around him. Right now, I'm the only one in the world who's feeling this way. And as the dopamine rushes to his brain, Isagi clutches his face as he thinks it's a completely original, ecstatic experience. This panel is both awesome and creepy at the same time. I love it. Isagi carries on with, every time I reach my ultimate state, I'll update myself again, and if I keep chasing this ecstasy, the world's best will be right around the corner. Let's keep going. He can't get enough, and honestly, good for him. He's really come a long way and he truly believes he can be the world's best. That's what drives him and is also what makes him stand above the rest. I'm really looking forward to seeing him actually become the BLUELOCK's outright #1 and take on the world stage. Now cutting back to the Manshine vs Barcha match, Bachira's on the ball, which can only mean bad news for whichever team he's facing. Let's make this snappy, the monster's here. The Manshine players are in panic mode and Raito's screaming, damn, cut him off, and Agi's barking, box him in seishiro. Nagi replies with a, okay. This guy is so unserious. I really feel for Agi because he's actually a baller, but the rest of the team barring Chigiri and Nishioka aren't even worth a mention at this point. And in predictable fashion, Bachira gets to cooking again with his clean ass roulette before flicking the ball over Seishiro. He then controls the ball mid-air as he sings, I'm a god, or something like that. All this as Nagi can do nothing but stare at his backside in utter and complete awe. Goal. Bachira makes it 1-1 and both of the masters get fired up and decide to join in for the restart. And as kickoff is taken, Nagi starts thinking. He can feel the situation changing. They started well, but are now on the back foot. Concentrate, Seishiro, Agi says. For the team? For your own goal? Sitting on the fence will ruin you, he screams. Shut up, Agi. Back off. Raito comes in to defend his boyfriend. I mean his friend who happens to be a boy. Nagi contemplates on how he's still yet to do anything. Just do something to boost my value, he says. And Raito and I are gonna survive. He thinks this as he redirects Agi's pass towards Raito. See, already for me this is a bad mentality to have for Nagi. Rather than surviving, he needs to think about thriving. The whole NEL is supposed to be a pressure cooker to turn carbon into diamonds. But right now he's just stinking up the place. And if you notice, most of the players that came into the final games thinking about their survival are all the ones that actually didn't perform that well. Get a grip, Nagi. Come on. Now as the ball gets redirected towards Raito, he says, "Nice Nagi," a direct 1-2 evasion pass. That Nagi and Raito pass pattern is gonna be the death of these two. And Otoya knows it as he sweeps in to intercept the pass to Raito. "I've seen it more than my parents," he says. Can't lie, he cooked here, but should I be worried about his home situation right now? Where's your parents at? Is everything alright at home, big man? Anyways, Otoya predicted the combo, not that it was a hard thing to do, and cut off the pass from Nagi's blind spot. He then passes it to Levinho to start the Barcha's counter-attack. Nagi chases back. He's able to tell that Otoya and Bachira are thriving. They're at the top of their game as they exchange passes with the master striker. Chris Prince tries to mark Otoya, but the dude's too slippery. Bachira sends a ball into the box and Nagi can do nothing but watch on as his competitors are actually doing bits, and against other pros nonetheless. As Otoya holds off the pressure from Chris Prince and shoots one of the most stylish goals in recent memory to hand Barcha the 2-1 lead. This goal is very much reminiscent of Bachira's B shot in the first match, and right now all Nagi can think is how that's the fire of guys who believe they're the center of the world. You know the situation is bad when random Manshine NPC players start screaming at you. My man said, "Damn it, we're in deep shit, get it together. If we lose now, it's all over for us." Yo, this is wild. Nagi's thinking, "I felt that way, so I get it. I really need to be fired up and crazy, or I'll never hold my own against the world. But right now, how should I get fired up? What's the new me that lets me believe I'm the best in the world?" Raito comes in here and says, "It sure is hard to get fired up, just playing for the team." Bro, these guys definitely have some kind of telepathic communication. We even saw it in the last chapter before Chigiri's goal. Raito goes on to say, "We're in a serious pinch. This rules. Let's get excited." Nagi's confused. And so am I. Just saying let's get excited isn't enough, Raito. Come on. He then goes on to say, "If we smash in a goal and turn things around, we'll be the center of the world. Isn't that enough to get fired up, Prodigy?" Listen, he says this, right? But that's not really true, is it? Since this match is actually a dead rubber to determine the last place finisher. But I digress. "Raito, you've changed, gotten stronger," Nagi thinks internally. "You're so strong. It's amazing." As Raito finishes with, "If it means becoming the best in the world with you, Raito Mikage can change as much as he needs to." See, this line is damning for me. Because though I understand these guys' originality is winning the World Cup together, if they keep relying on each other to back each other up, bro, they're not gonna get anywhere. Listen, I'm not the best analyst, but for me, the best course of action right now is for Raito to actually challenge Nagi. And I think this is why we got to see the Bastard and PXG game before this match. Because that match showed us that there's a key dynamic between talented learners and geniuses. And that dynamic is supposed to spur each other on to be the best that they can be. But at the moment, the way Raito and Nagi play, they're too comfortable. They need to get out of their comfort zone and actually try something different. For me, if Raito can challenge Nagi with a pass that he's not comfortable with, and Nagi can surpass his expectations and imaginations, only then can these guys actually do something significant in this match. And also, I want to see Raito try and be more independent. And try and shoot for once, bro. Shoot for yourself. Try and score a goal. We know he's capable, but his play with Nagi is kind of limiting himself. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of the match plays out. Obviously, my expectation is for them to actually find some way to get around this. I don't expect anyone to get locked off here. But I'm really interested to see how you guys view it. Because I know some people actually think that either Nagi or Raito could lose out here. And it would make for a really interesting story if it happens. But guys, let me know what you guys think. I know this review's a little bit late, and by the time it comes out, the new leaks might be out already and we know what happens. But if not, just comment down below, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And until I see you next time, please take care and God bless.